All right, good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully, you guys have warmed up from outside. Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you to the 2024-2025 Winter JV Varsity Awards Ceremony. This morning, we will be recognizing our winter athletic programs for their effort, dedication, and work this past winter season. I would like to take a moment to thank our coaches, student-athletes, parents, faculty and staff, and administrators for the continued support of our athletic department this winter season. I would also like to thank our Booster Club and our athletic department for all their hard work they do behind the scenes. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that takes a lot of time, preparation, and/or setup. This morning, you will hear from our coaches a brief summary of their season. I would like to welcome to the podium Assistant JV Boys Basketball Coach Jonathan Sula.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jonathan Sula, assistant varsity of the junior varsity basketball coach. First, I'd like to thank the entire North Cross community. Me and the head coach, actually, Coach Phil Myron, which is not here today. Coach Myron and I would like to thank the entire North Cross community for the opportunity they give us to be here and be part of the growth of the junior varsity basketball team. As our first season did not go as we expected, I feel we could do better as coaches, as a player, and we had a lot to improve. But for our first season, we take the record we have and hope to work and get to a better position next year. And it's not all happening just because of us, because of the players. I would like to thank each one of them. Well, I'm probably not going to name all of them right now, a little nervous, but I'd like to thank all of them. And also, I'd like to thank the varsity team for always being there, pushing the entire JV during the practice to get them get to the better position. As of a little recap of our season, we had a little rough beginning of the season, couple losses, but and then by the halfway through the season, we started picking it up a little bit. I like the fact that the kids start believing in themselves and believing in what us as coach put together for their success. And another thing too is by the end of the season, I seen a lot. Coach Myron and I saw a lot of improvement from the kids, and they started believing more in themselves and trying to achieve the goal to get to the playoffs, and that was our only goal by the end of the season. Unfortunately, we did not accomplish those goals, but we talked after the season, and which is our goals for next season. And also, I'd like to thank the entire varsity team for allowing me to be part of their growth also. And that's pretty much what I have to say today, and let Ms. Tracy to pick it up from there. Thank you.
All right. If y'all recall from the fall, we're going to always enter the stage on this side. You'll pick up your award and keep going down the stairs back to your seats, okay? Because we just don't have a lot of room on the stage these days. Okay, boys JV basketball. First up, Luke Kokowicz. The whole JV team, yeah, y'all just go ahead and stand right there in the aisle. That's perfect. Duke Luh. George Luger. Levi Shepard. Jaimin Speller. Andrew Wang. Hugh Went. Wynn Yardley. Carter Levan. Hanchan O. Nikhil Shergar. Kevin Tran. and Charlie Shao. All right, now y'all can clap.
It's me again. As the season went on, we as coaches, Coach Myron and I, we like to thank all the kids we had in the group, and most the coaches' awards I give it to Andrew. Andrew's been part of the team since day one and never quit. Shows up to practice on time and always there, even if he did not really participate in most of our games, but he was the most person we could count on during practice. It was bringing the energy out of everybody during practice, just being around us. And as for the most valuable player, I'd like to invite Hanchen, the MVP of the 2024-2025 season.
All right, next up is indoor track head coach Ed Dickinson.
Good morning. I'm honored to spend a few minutes talking about our indoor track season, and I would like to congratulate all of the other winter teams for all of the hard work and success that you had over the last several months. I would like to thank everyone here on behalf of the team for the very kind parade that just took place. Sorry it was so chilly out there. As we started this year's indoor track season, we knew we were looking at a season of opportunity, and we embraced this challenge from the first day of the season. This was the first year where there would be a Blue Ridge Conference indoor championship meet, and for the first time, the VISA Indoor Championship would be divided into two divisions, and we wanted to make the most of these opportunities. Come on in. I certainly need to thank my assistant coaches for all of their time and commitment during the season. Coach Mack, who ran our throwing program, Coach Horner and Coach Britton, who helped with our distance runners and our middle school program, Coach Booker, who worked with our sprinters and jumpers and the relays. They put in so much time to help this team rise to the level it achieved at the end of the season. I would like to thank the entire CAC staff for their help, and I would particularly like to recognize our athletic director, Jeremy Eubank, who put in so much work behind the scenes and was there to cheer us on at both the Blue Ridge and VISA championship meets. Thanks to Coach Pollock, who helped run our conference championship meet, Mrs. Williams at the front desk, and Tracy Schaefer, who helped everyone stay organized during that crazy winter season. Finally, a huge shout out to our wonderful parents who spent many long hours beside the track cheering on our team and being there to help on every occasion. And finally, thanks to my wife, who did so much to keep things going when I was away at track meets. During our 7 in-season meets, we had a singular focus: to get as many athletes and relay teams qualified for the state championships as possible, and to be sure we were in a position to score points in enough different events to have a chance against the other top schools in the state. Everyone on the team was invested in that spirit, and we had multiple individuals who really gave everything until our very last meet to make the very tough state qualifying standards. We really had some amazing performances right at the 11th hour before the VISA championships. Both our boys and girls teams distinguished themselves at the conference championships, taking fantastic team wins. To make this possible, we really had to stretch our athletes, sometimes putting them into extra events. Our girls took first place in 8 different events to secure their win by a fairly wide margin, while our boys took first place in 7 events to take the win in front of the very talented Blue Ridge team who finished in second. Kerrigan Cheney and Jace Rhodes received the awards as BRAC Athletes of the Year, which was quite special. Going into the Vista State Championship, we knew we had to find another level. We needed to produce our best performances across the board to even have a chance of coming out on top. Our girls team that day finished a strong 6th place, but only a handful of points out of the top 3, which will certainly be our goal for next year. Both Brooklyn and Kerrigan brought home exciting wins in 3 different events, and several of our girls recorded season best times trying to bring in points for the team. I was so impressed with the improvement of our girls team and the way they supported each other in every event and every practice. On the boys' side, in the morning, our throwers had a huge showing, finishing 2nd, 3rd, and 5th in the shot put, and Jace Rhodes took an exciting win in the high jump. But for the first half of the meet, we were well behind Blue Ridge and fighting for every single point, particularly after Trinity Christian came storming up the standings in the afternoon distance events. We could not second-guess ourselves or let the pressure shake us. We had to believe in each other, dig in, and show who we were as a team. Our team had to find something extra in the 500, the 300, and the 3200, and the 4x4 relay, the last 5 events at the end of the day to seal the win, and that is just what they did. Without a doubt, the win came from every single individual who competed that day and the huge desire they carried to compete at their best. After 6 hours and 15 events, we pulled 13 points ahead of Trinity Christian to take our first indoor track state championship. It was just a magical moment. Along with the boys' team title, Jace Rhodes won the award for the top field athlete of the meet, and Kerrigan Cheney won the award for the top track athlete of the meet. What a great day. Thank you, team. Please come forward.
Okay, yeah, so track, y'all can either go that way, stand in the aisle. We are going to start with the girls' team first, so make sure the ladies can get out. I also want to just go ahead and say, North Cross basically dominated the conference meet. Nearly everyone, and I mean everyone, was all conference. So rather than just tagging all conference after everyone, I'm going to emphasize if you were a conference champion and or a all-state recipient, okay? So starting with the girls first, and y'all can save your applause to the end because there's a lot of good stuff here. Lillian Phillips. Faith Johnson, conference champion, 55-meter hurdles in the 4x200 and the long jump, and she was also all-state honorable mention in the 300. I know it's hard not to clap. Kali Koida, conference champion in the 4x200 relay. Caitlin Perkins, conference champion in the 1,000. Ainsley Miles, tremendous. Brooklyn Chen, she was the conference champion in the shot put, and she was the state champion in the shot put. Gabby Miller, she was the conference champion in the 4x200. Izzy Snyder, also conference champion in the 4x200. Kerrigan Cheney, captain, BRAC Athlete of the Year. She's a conference champion in 3 events, the 1,600, the 500, and the 3,200. She was the state outstanding runner of the year, and she was the state champion in the 1,000 and 1,600. Now we're going to the boys. Evan Duncan. Aiden Bai. Parker Britton. Joaquin Downey. Justice Horner. Caleb Meow. Peter Anderson. Spencer Britton. He was the conference champion in the 1,600 and the 3,200, and he was also second team All-State in the 1,600 and was All-State honorable mention in the 3200. Fenton Cheney. Remember, basically everybody was all conference, you guys. I have to get to the meat of it. Jonas Kugel-Vollner. Nate Hayes, conference champion in the shot put and second team All-State in the shot put. Jace Rhodes, conference athlete of the year, conference champion in the 300, the triple jump, the high jump, and the long jump. He was the state outstanding field event athlete of the year, and he was the state champion in the high jump and second team All-State in the triple jump in the 300, All-State honorable mention long jump, and the 4x200. What a day. Harry Anderson. Nate Bonds. He was All-State honorable mention in the 4x200. Chris Carter, All-State honorable mention in that 4x200. Sander Frogner, All-State honorable mention in that 4x200 as well as the shot put. Jacob Johnson, captain, and as we said before, he was the state champion in the 500. And Josh Meow. Okay, now you can clap.
The Coaches Award for the girls team goes to a young lady who was one of our top performers all year long and one of the easiest and most focused athletes to coach. Brooklyn Chen showed herself as one of the best shot putters in the state, and it was so much fun to watch her compete against the best throwers from public schools like Patrick Henry, Auburn, Stanton River, and Christiansburg. Her throwing form is so clean, and she is able to lean into each competition, bringing the very best out of herself. Last spring, she won the conference and state championships, and it was a proud moment to see her take both the conference and state titles again this winter. The Coaches Award for the girls team goes to Brooklyn Chen. The Coaches Award for the boys team goes to a young man who brought a level of motivation and commitment to the sport that set an example for the whole team. After running cross country to improve his fitness for the track season, he pushed himself to set VISA qualifying marks in the 500 and the 300, as well as other events, and he worked until the last meet of the season to meet those challenging standards. It all paid off when he towed the line in the 500 meters at the state championships. The pressure was on because we needed points, and he ran the perfect race to move into the lead on the final straightaway and take a huge win for the team in the final 10 meters. It was a special moment for the whole team, and you could see the whole team rise up at that moment. It just seemed to give us wings for the rest of the day. That win reflected months of hard work and daily commitment. The Coaches Award for the boys team goes with great pride to Jacob Johnson. The MVP award for the girls team goes to one of our team captains who had a busy winter trying to compete at a high level and having to attend multiple college visits before eventually signing for the University of Virginia, which we just celebrated 2 weeks ago. Despite her hectic schedule, she set new personal records in the 500 and 1,000 meters. She won the VISA championship in the 1,600 by over 25 seconds, but she was pushed right to the line in the 1,000 meters to take her second win in 2:59.85, her all-time personal record. After watching her win the state championship in cross country, finish 6th in the nation at the Foot Locker Cross Country Championships, it was wonderful to see her bring incredible fitness to the end of the indoor season and put in another top-shelf performance against the best runners in the state. The MVP award goes to Kerrigan Cheney. The MVP award for the boys team goes to one of the most versatile and talented members of our team. He is one of the best triple jumpers in the state and remained near the top of the state rankings from the very first meet of the season. He is one of the top sprinters of our team, along with being our top long jumper and high jumper. At the VISA Championship, he won the high jump, then finished second in the triple jump, third in the long jump, and second by maybe an inch in the 300 meters, along with strong performance in the 4x2 relay. He is a true competitor, and he enters every event with that fiery, competitive spirit. He was one of the key individuals who had to be at his best for the team to bring home a state championship, and he gave his all in 6 different events to support his teammates. I am very proud to present the MVP award to Jace Rhodes. Thank you.
All right, thank you, indoor track and field. Next up to speak about the varsity swimming season is head coach Emily Vada.
I'm glad to see you. Good morning. It's so wonderful to be here to celebrate our winter sports season at North Cross School. Congratulations to all our student athletes that competed in winter sports this season. Coach Amin and I are so enjoyed working with our Raider swimmers. You all are a great group of athletes. You worked hard, swam fast, showed so much growth and improvement, and most importantly, you were kind, supportive teammates. We are extremely proud of all of you. Our women's team placed second at the conference meet, and our men's team placed third. We had 6 women and 6 men qualify for our state team this year. Our swimmers represented North Cross very well at every meet they attended, showing great sportsmanship and athleticism. Both teams worked hard in the pool, in the classroom, and displayed good sportsmanship on the pool deck. We are so proud of our veteran swimmers and want to congratulate women Addie Finch, Maddie Howes, Sophia Camp, Emma Vada, Bridget Finch, Eve Hellitz, Lily Linkowski, and Lizzie Carter. You all did so great. Our men, Henry Luger, Turner Fayers, Sam Schaefer, and Carter Krasminski. You all continue to impress me with all you do to make our team successful. Great job this season. I want to recognize our club swimmers that swim year-round. We have Maddie House, Sophia Camp, Lily Linkowski, Eve Hellitz, Lizzie Carter. They spend so much time and energy dedicated to the sport of swimming, and it makes them extremely competitive in our conference. Maddie and Sophia and Lizzie all placed really well at our conference meet and qualified for states. They are versatile swimmers and always are willing to swim any race that I put them in. It's wonderful to have great new additions to our team this year. New swimmers Millie, Jonas, Harper, and Ryan. All 4 of you are such strong athletes, and you worked hard to improve your technique, and you all love to compete. We're so glad you chose to swim this season. Finally, I would like to recognize our senior swimmers, Henry Luger and Addie Finch. You both have contributed so much to Raider swimming as captains and leaders on the pool deck, and we will miss you so much next year. I would like to conclude with a few words of gratitude. I want to thank the parents of our swimmers. You all were timers, runners, and computer helpers. You provided snacks and drinks for our meets, and we couldn't do without you. Thank you to Brandon Vada for his continued computer support. Thank you to Stephen Mills of the Marlins for providing support on the pool deck when needed. Coach Pollock and Mrs. Summers for all of our swim meet preparation. Mrs. Schaefer for her support and skill in planning, preparing, and organizing. The time and energy you dedicate to athletics at North Cross is just amazing, and we are grateful. Thank you to Mr. Eubank, our athletic director, for all you do for our team. And Holly, our trainer, best trainer ever, for taking care of our swimmers and other athletes that visit our pool on meet days. And a very special thank you to Coach Amina, Coach Camp, and Coach Barrett for working with me to make the season so successful and fun. You all are an amazingly talented group of women. I just want to wish all of our students the best as they head into the new sports season and the end of the school year. You all worked so hard, and we are so proud of you. Thank you.
All right, ladies, we're going to start with you guys. Gentlemen, you can get up too. All right, so ladies, we'll start. So let them in there. Yeah. Lizzie, you first. All right, we're going to start with Lizzie Carter, all conference. Eve Hellitz, Lily Linkowski, Sophia Camp, all conference. Bridget Finch, all conference. Maddie Howes, all conference. Millie Chopsky. Emma Vada, all conference. And Addie Finch, captain, all conference. All right, on the boys' side, let coach get ready. Also with Jonas Kugel-Ballner. Harper Patterson, all conference. Turner Affairs, all conference. Sam Schaefer, all conference. Carter Krasminski, all conference. Ryan Thomas, all conference. And Henry Luger, captain, all conference. Congratulations, both teams.
It is now time to announce our Coaches Award. This season has been an honor for me to be coaching with Miss Vara. It has been such a fun season with such a fun group of kiddos. They bring joy, enthusiasm, hard work every day, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to work with them. Miss Vara has been such a great role model and such a great coach. She brings so much to the team and to the group. I'm going to be the one announcing the Coaches Award. It's been such a hard discussion. Every single one of our swimmers deserves a Coaches Award, in my opinion, but we have to pick one name. This swimmer has shown dedication, commitment. She has improved so much. She's shown determination. She was a demonstrator. Anytime I asked her, she would show up to every single practice. She worked her hardest. She had a hard time in mornings, but those were optional. And it is such a hard situation for her to be swimming for her mom every year. So our Coaches Award this year is Emma Vara.
One second, I'm sorry. Coach Amina is right. I feel like we could have picked every single swimmer on our team this year to be our Coaches Award. You all are, it's just an amazing team. For our men's team, this person swam so fast this year, leading our men's team in the 100 free and the 50 free. He also stepped up to swim fly on the medley relay this season and worked hard to improve his stroke and speed in this event. He worked to improve his starts and turns, really working on all the details that make you a faster swimmer. His attendance at practice was very good. He also came to many mornings. Our Coaches Award goes to Carter Krasminski. We're so glad you decided to swim this season. These girls first. Okay. For our MVP team for our women's, this person swims year-round for the Marlins. She placed second in the 100 breaststroke conference and fly also, second at in 100 fly. At state, she finaled in the 100 free, placing 11th, and in the 100 breast, she placed 10th. She's a multi-sport athlete and a strong student as well. She dedicates time to teaching swimming lessons here at the CAC, thereby sharing her love of the sport and promoting water safety for young children. Our MVP this year is Maddie House. Way to go, Maddie. And our MVP for our men's team, this person has dedicated so much time to swim over the years. He is also a multi-sport athlete and a very strong student. At conference, he placed 4th in the 200 IM and 2nd in the 100 back, qualifying these races at states as well. Our MVP this year is Henry Luger. Thank you.
That was great. Congratulations, swimming. Okay, moving on in the program. Next up to talk about girls varsity basketball is head coach Anthony Reed, joined by assistant Brianna Hurt.
Greetings and salutations to staff, and what's up, big dogs, to my students and my players. This girls' season was pretty much a representation of what the weather's been for the last couple days. It was hot and cold, and we didn't know from day to day which one it was going to be. But one thing I could say is the progression from the beginning of the season to the end of the season was evident. And the downfall is we were just maybe 2 or 3 girls short. I think we played with what? Girls, 6, 7? I tried. I mean, man, there you go. But it was a privilege and an honor to be on the court with these girls, teaching you basketball and teaching you life. Highlight of the season, I would say, is we went to New Covenant, 6, 7 girls again. Yep. With the energy from the boys team, and we upset them. And like I teach them, you got to believe. In anything in life, this goes beyond the court. You have to believe first. And if you can believe it, you can achieve it. That's all I got. They told me 2 or 3 minutes. I'm a talker, so I'm going to wrap it up.
Well, I watched a lot of games, and I thought y'all were awesome. So, coming along, girls. Good job. Okay. First up, we'll start with the youngest, Julia Cephas. Elizabeth Jackson. Shri Patel. Isla Whittle. Mercedes Herrera Arias. Remy Lewis, captain. And she was all conference honorable mention. Mialitza Angelkovich. Brooklyn Chen. And Tina Chiquata. She was captain and first team all conference.
I know it's cliche. Every coach says I could have gave the award to everybody because it's true, right? I could have gave the coach's award to everybody on this team. But the one specifically that assumed a role that in most situations probably wouldn't have been presented to her, and I watched her grow on the court, from holding it together with her, trying to keep her from crying, to trying to quiet her down because she's the loudest one out there. I appreciate everything about her, and the Coach's Award goes to Julia Cephas. Oh, man, that's between us. I'm sorry. All right, the MVP. It's beyond what you do on the court with me. It's everything that you bring to the table. It's your aura. It's your energy. It's your positivity. It's who you are. And radiant people, they just have people that just follow them. So as we all probably already know, MVP goes to my dog, Tina Chawada.
Okay, last but not least, we have boys varsity basketball head coach Jameel Allen, who, wonder where he is.
Good morning, everyone. My apologies for not being able to be there live in person to do this, but I'm currently in Frankfurt, Germany, doing some admissions work. But I would like to start by first thanking Ms. Lemon, head of school, our AD, Coach Eubank, all of the teachers, admin, and everyone in between that I communicate with on a daily basis, and it helps me do what I need to do as a coach. If we're going to talk about this team, I got to use one word, and that's resilient. For a game that's played 5-on-5 for about 90% of this season, we did not have 10 players available to use, but the boys were resilient, and they were battle tested early on. We went from a 12-15 team last year to a 19-8 team this year, and that includes going undefeated at home with a 12-0 record. Some of our memorable victories this year include winning the inaugural Jim Mascaro Classic, coming in second in the Northside Invitational, knocking off Roanoke Catholic, which is always fun, by 20 points once at home and again in the playoffs for conference, and then winning a quarterfinal game against Stewart School, which those of you who don't know is my alma mater, so that was a little bit fun for me to make it to a state semifinal game, which the school or program has not done in the last 8 years. Really proud of what the boys accomplished this year. We came one game away from making a state championship. For those who don't know the history of the basketball program, the last state championship we have won was in 1993. So we're on a 32-year drought currently. And guys, I promise you, we're going to make history before you all graduate. I would like to recognize our two first-team all-conference guys. And the results haven't come out, but I have a feeling we're going to have some all-state players as well. But for the second year, we've got two guys who made all-conference, Josiah Hines and Antonio Mack. Congratulations, fellas. That's well-deserved accomplishment.
All right, gentlemen, rise. All right, we'll start with Carlos Baxter Lanier, Messiah Smalls, Josiah Hines, captain, first team all conference, Antonio Mack, captain, first team all conference, Walker Reel. Alexa Zivanov. Jazeel Hart, captain. Tristan Lang. Sebastian Miller. Ja-Lu Ken. And Caleb Robinson. Congratulations, gentlemen. Good run.
Has his guys team all conference guys. The second year we've got 2 guys who congratulate. Now on to my awards. The first young man has been with the program ever since I started with the basketball team 4 years ago. He's bounced around between JV and varsity. What has not changed with him is his attitude, his work ethic, his amazing coachability, and just his passion for the game. He's a guy all the boys love. He's great to have around. And if you get to talk to him long enough, you find out he's got an amazing sense of humor. But my coach's award this year will go to Ja-Lu King. Congratulations, Ja-Lu. I'm extremely proud of you. For my second award, this young man is one of the few guys who's had to play about every minute of every game this entire season. He's asked to do a lot for our team in terms of scoring, defending, facilitating, and this is the 3rd year in a row he's had to do that for us. He is a very skilled player. He is extremely fun to watch, and he's going to have an amazing future when he's done at North Cross. He broke 1,000 points this season and is well on his way to 2,000 before his career is done. But the MVP award this year will go to Josiah Hines. Congratulations, man. Really proud of you. Well deserved. Guys, we will do our banquet and a little more celebrating when I return. Missing everybody now, but I'll be glad to return home soon. All right, thanks. Bye.
Couple things before we wrap up. Good luck to our athletic teams that are competing this afternoon. If you won a coach's award or MVP award this morning, please stay after for pictures. And this concludes our Winter Athletics Awards ceremony. Thank you.